Insane FTX news. This just keeps getting worse, or is it getting better? And also, crypto banks are shutting down. Welcome back to the O Show. Everything crypto and NFTs every day. I'm your host, WendyO. Let's get into it, babes. Up first, Robinhood shares worth nearly 500 million seized in FTX case. Stock was owned by SBF and co-founder Gary Wang. Basically, any type of property that the courts can find will be seized from these guys because they allegedly committed fraud. And the courts are not playing here. Next up, U.S. prosecutors launched a website for SBF victims and asked them to send email. This is what the website looks like. So basically, if you were the victim of any type of fraud, whatnot that SBF could have committed or anyone over at FTX, you need to go ahead and fill this out. This is not only going to help them build their case, but at the same time, it could help you in the long run if you do have to file a claim against FTX. Next up from Business Insiders, FTX, Bahamian entity, nearly spent approximately $40 million on hotels, food, and travel in just 9 months. Heck, I wish that I could have gotten $40 million for some food. Heck, I would even taken maybe $100 a week or simply just DoorDash me. And next, around 117 parties interested in buying FTX units, court documents show. So they're going to be trying to sell LedgerX and FTX Japan, and as well as some of the other entities. The reason why that they are going to do this is because this money is going to go cover court fees. This is one of the biggest cases in history, and FTX has their hands absolutely full. At the same time, I do like that they're selling approximately some of these entities, and reason why is because this is going to be a faster turnover than what we're seeing with like Celsius and Voyager, some of these other Chapter 11s, and this is all good. But at the end of the day, you guys, this money is probably not going to go to creditors, especially if you're an unsecured creditor retail. It is going to go for legal fees and maybe to some of the secured creditors if there's any money left over. Next, FTX faces uphill battle to sell LedgerX other businesses. So basically, they failed to provide complete financial disclosures regarding the entities it intends to sell, a U.S. bankruptcy trustee said. So this kind of conflicts with our other story, but at the same time, it looks like they're still willing to sell these. They're going to have to come up with some sort of financial disclosures. However, if they don't come up with the financial disclosures, they will be a lot harder to sell. Because at the same time, the bankruptcy courts do have to confirm, yes, we can go ahead and allow this to be sold, etc., whatnot. Now, Syscoin our partners over at Syscoin, they are going to be hosting a giveaway, and they're going to be giving away a Syscoin Masternode. I run these myself, and they're worth approximately $10,000 at current market price. And again, this is made possible by Bull BNB and their partners at Gala. And again, you guys, I highly recommend Syscoin. I think they're a great project to look into. Not financial advice, but if you want a chance to win a Syscoin Masternode and run one with me, make sure to go to this tweet. I'll have it down below. Now, dollar hits 7-month low versus euro on expectations of slower Fed hikes. Me personally, I don't think that the Fed is going to slow down on raising hikes. Why? Because we're in a recession. And even though they've raised interest rates to high heaven, I don't think they're going to stop now. Maybe they might slow down a little bit here and there, but at the same time, the data that they're giving us is still not accurate. And big shout out to Gala Games. Absolutely love them. Love what they're doing. And they just announced a little bit more information about their ongoing partnership with The Rock and Mark Wahlberg for Gala Films and Go Gala Music. And of course, Gala is the gas token in those two entities. Now, if you were currently in a Gala trade, it hit close to about 5 cents. And if you bought the bottom down over here, I highly recommend you consider taking profit. Yes, I love Gala. Yes, I run a few founders nodes, got a big moon bag, but at the same time, considering the type of market we're in, you got to play safe here. Just something to consider and to remind you. Now, Hive earned equivalent of 184 Bitcoin from curtailing its power use in December. So this is actually a really cool story here. And in addition, they also installed the first Buzz miners, computers designed to use Intel's new Bitcoin mining chip. So I think that this is fantastic. They're curtailing their power use, and they earned 184 Bitcoin from doing this. This just goes to show that mainstream media just likes to sit and talk terrible things about Bitcoin mining and how bad it is for the planet. But at the same time, we're seeing Bitcoin miners act very responsible. And again, you can reuse the Bitcoin mining energy in other entities if there's any left over. Now, this story probably makes me the maddest, and it's also going to be our last story. Metropolitan Bank heads for crypto exit. The bank recently cited developments in the crypto industry as one of the reasons for the move. Now, one of the things that we're going to start to see a lot in this industry is we're going to start to see a lot of the banks that started to dip their toes in the water of cryptocurrency leave. Why do they want to leave? Because they are scared. Also in the story indicated that the regulator says if you are going to do anything crypto and your bank involved or financial involved, make sure you hire people that are experts in the industry to give you good advice on law, on how to operate legally and compliantly. The problem with that is the SEC hasn't given us any type of guidelines, any way, shape, or form, and it is starting to get a little bit problematic over here. So the regulators are full of it. And I think that the banks, the reason why they're doing this, or Metropolitan Bank, why it wants to get away from crypto, is because of all the FTX drama. But at the same time, we're going to see these guys come crawling back to us next bull run. And please keep in mind, I think it was JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, and some of these other companies are doubling down on crypto and Bitcoin.